So I'm constantly criticizing myself and trying too hard to. I don't know who I'm trying too hard for, actually, sometimes. Um, but anyway, uh, I started this YouTube channel to try and, in some ways, because I really want to just have a YouTube channel to put creative stuff out there. Do I hope it becomes successful? That it could be something I can continue to do and it could actually create more opportunities for me? Yes, it is something that I want. But for the most part, I really enjoy editing videos and making videos. This video, however, though it is here on YouTube, is not expected to be a high quality one, but it is my first official um, one that I'm putting out here since I put the teaser out, and I hope you guys enjoyed my little teaser I made for fun. That's just a little of the beginning of me just practicing what I'm kind of playing around with this. I'm really trying to make some good quality editing because it's for my own fun, and then hopefully I can start helping other people with different events, videography, and different. I just really want to do it. Um, and that has been some positive stuff that's been happening to me with the beginning of 2022, the end of 2021, really. And that was really good because the last few years for the end of the year, like around the holidays, have always just been crap for me. So even though 2021 was a really, really, really rough year for me, there was some positives out of it, and I got to take those with me into 2022. And so far, 2022 has begun with a really nice. Um, it's been really really nice how it's been going, and I'm happy. I'm excited for some things that are happening here. I have some amazing friends. One of my best friends, who is also my podcast co-host and partner in all of this media power that we are growing in. Um, her, I just call her husband. Like, they're not legally married, but who cares? They play the roles here. But they as a family, they have a almost 16-year-old and a 14-year-old that they're taking on a family trip. Um, and they invited me to join the family on this family trip, and was so honored, and I'm so honored because right now I am working on mental health recoveries and different things, and I have never traveled like this before. I've never given myself that chance because I've been too afraid. I've been scared. So having this opportunity present itself to me, going with people I trust and feel safe with, is really is good. I'm very excited. So we're going to Phoenix. Well, we're flying into Phoenix. We'll be staying the first part of this trip in Sedona, at this really cool golf club course resort thingy. I don't really know how to explain it, but it's really awesome. I was looking it up and I'm like, oh my god, it's so bougie. And our first official day. So we're flying in. We're flying from Duluth straight to Phoenix, and so our flight from Duluth leaves at 9 p.m. and we will arrive in Phoenix at 11ish, something late 11, into the hour, and we get our rental car, and we will have to drive to Sedona, which I believe is like 2 hours from Phoenix. I could be wrong. I guess that's what I'm told. So this is what the itinerary of what I know is. We won't get to our actual hotel till like really late, and plus there's all this time change, right? Um, so then, which actually, I mean, in some way could be more beneficial to us if you think about it. So, um, when we get there, we'll get to sleep, and then we have to get up because we're meeting some friends of mine from here in Grand Rapids, down there, that are kind of wintering down in Tucson, Arizona. So they're going to meet us at the Grand Canyon. So we're going to do the Grand Canyon. I get to do Grand Canyon with like two different worlds of friends. I'm so excited. Like, this is literally just turning into such an amazing thing. And I'm going to try and vlog as much as I can on this trip for this footage. So you guys get to see my first experience on a family trip like this. I mean, I'm so excited. So then, so the Grand Canyon, I mean, it's always been on my bucket list. It's never been high up on my bucket list, I will tell you. But as part of this trip is going to go, one of my dream spots is a destination. So just so you know. So anyway, so after this trip began as only, like, for this particular trip incarnation, I'll tell you, there was other talks of different destinations at one point, but this particular one started as just a week-long trip that we were going to go Monday through Friday, and we'd be back for the weekend. But now it expanded into the weekend. So now we'll check out of our Sedona accommodations, and we will drive back to Phoenix, which we were supposed to fly back to Minnesota on that Friday. But now we will trade in our rental car, change our flights to Monday. So now we'll stay through the weekend, get a new rental car, take that rental car from Phoenix and drive to Anaheim, California to stay the night. Then we will wake up in the morning, drive to Newport Beach to enjoy the beach on the West Coast. I'm literally like, this is exciting for me. And then we will drive into Los Angeles proper. I'm not kidding you. I'm going to Los Angeles for the shortest amount of time I could ever imagine my first trip to Los Angeles would be. For literally, father and son of the group are going to a party. Like, they're literally going to be bumping elbows with Avenger type celebrities. I'm not kidding. That could have been an opportunity for me, but I chose this end because it's another great thing for me, because I've been obsessed with a musical that started out in the West End of London, and it's became a movie on Amazon Prime, and it's very important. It's a very important message to people today, especially when it comes to gender identity and queer identity. There's so much more than just like a sexual orientation in this story. It's called Everybody's Talking About Jamie, and if you haven't heard of it, look it up. I'll post a link in the comments here to information about it and where you can find more about it, because it's so good. The story is amazing. I have seen a pro shot video of the original cast in West End, and it was amazing. And then I saw the movie on Amazon Prime. Wonderful, fantastic. Now I get to see this production in downtown Los Angeles. It's this North American premiere in Los Angeles, with the one of the talented drag wins and winner of one of RuPaul's Drag Race, Bianca Del Rio. So excited. And okay. So earlier I was in my car and now I'm back, obviously. Something happened. I was door dashing and I got an alert to go pick up an order. At the time I was recording, I was waiting. I'm here now to finish that story. I was talking about Bianca Del Rio. Bianca Del Rio is she's just an iconic queen that won RuPaul's Drag Race for me, because she was more of a comedy. She was a comedy queen that didn't really focus towards like being so pageanty and being like shticky in any other way than I'm just, a hateful bitch. I'm this. But she's also, she's so inspiring. So I'm very excited that I get to see Bianca Del Rio live on stage. I'm really kind of hoping I get to meet her. If they do the backstage door thing, I don't know how that works really, especially in a COVID world. I know I just got my booster, so that's cool, right?
So because we have to before we go into Los Angeles, we had to have all proofs of all that stuff. Before California, I think as of February 1st, there's like a whole new procedure for going into California, and going to like live events, which we're all doing of some sort. Um, so, um, yeah, but either way, I mean, it's respectful to the performers that like if they don't want to do a meet and greet of sorts after the show, they shouldn't be expected to. So I I will see what happens. If they're there to do selfies, masks, and all this stuff, yay! I'm so excited. I don't care. I mean, it's sad that I'd have to do a picture with Bianca Del Rio wearing a mask. I mean, might be, Roy Haylock instead, but it doesn't matter. And of course, Leighton, who is playing Jamie. There's Look up the show. Seriously, there's so much about this show that's amazing. Anyway, so that's the best part for me about going to Los Angeles is being able to see this show that has literally become my obsession since Christmas. Um, I mean, it's been around for a while, and I knew of it, and I knew I was gonna like it. The movie came out, and I'm like, I'm gonna like it, but I'm like, I needed the right time, and I think this show was came out at the right time because it's inspiring me to move forward with a lot of my content. I have another video I'm making after this one, that's going to be a little bit more in depth about what the journey of Ehryn's world is going to really be about. And I'm really excited to share that with you guys. It has a lot more to do with me and not me and my identity as who I am. I know I've said that, but there's so much more to say about it. I can't, without giving you all the details now, I just want you to know I'm excited to be able to share these stories with you because I feel very empowered now, more than ever. And a lot of it has to do with what I'm hoping I'll gain from this trip, what I've already gained from so far, the friends that are doing this for me, that are doing everything. Yeah. And so then, of course, after the show, we have to leave Los Angeles. Like, we don't get to stay there because we have to be, our trip is going to be cut really, really short through that weekend. So we have to drive back to Phoenix after our show and after the boys' party. Um, so it's another 5 hours. So, well, that's again getting back to Phoenix late at night, um, on a Saturday night. And therefore, we'll wake up on Sunday. We'll have all day on Sunday to kind of do like, hey, look, Phoenix, let's hang, bruh. Um, and then Monday we will fly home and be back in Minnesota. So there's just so many things about this. Was Phoenix my original, or Arizona, like a on my to-do list of places to travel? Not high on the list. It was always there, like I said, the Grand Canyon and stuff there, but it was never like a priority trip. But I'm very happy, and then I'm very happy for all the amazing things that's turned out. So these things that I have to look forward to are so key to inspiration and helping me feel so good because I feel I'm going to get a nice, good refresh to be able to at least get a taste of that Los Angeles air. Maybe I'll like it, maybe I won't. I don't know. I don't know. Um, Maybe it's what I'll need. And just getting out of Duluth or getting out of Grand Rapids and Duluth and Minnesota in the cold, because we all know I'm not a big fan of the cold, and seasonal depression on top of all the other things I'm dealing with. I feel that this was all meant to happen. I'm trying really hard. I feel like this is something that, because I am trying so hard, maybe the universe was like, okay, here's the next step in your goal. In a little, like, here's a something that is part of your goal. It's got amazing things for you to be able to appreciate and reward yourself, but it's also got some things that you get to achieve. Like, I've never flown and I've always been kind of nervous. So achieving that, I've never traveled because I've been too anxious to do it. I'm gonna, all these little things that I get to do. I'm not very good at relying on other people. So, like, these other people are organizing this whole trip, and I'm not good at that. I'm very much a control freak. So, I'm just trying to appreciate things, and this is so. I'm I'm happy that things are starting to finally feel a little bit better, and that life isn't kicking me in the pants all the time. So, thank you, 2022, and let's see if we can keep making you a positive year and keep it going from there. And you should do the same.